Hello there, artsy friends and crafty creators. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mystic Dawn Art, and today I'm doing a flip through Friday because I'm going to be showing you a couple of journals that I've made before, because I had people asking me what a hinge/tab journal is. So I'm showing you a couple examples of hinge or tab journals that I've made in the past, and which I'm going to be using to create my Alice journal. So I'll show you a couple of ones that I've already done, and then I'll just later show you the process of putting my pages together in the hinge/tab journal style, so you can see how I actually did it. But yeah, here are a couple of journals that I'm going to show you today that I created a while ago. So we'll start with, let's see here. We'll start with this one. This is a flower press journal that I made, and it's just to put flowers that I collect in the summer in so I can dry them out. And it's made from an old book that I cut up that had really sturdy cardboard pages in it. I think it was a kid's book. So I just cut it up and covered the pages with mainly with watercolor paper, because it absorbs here's the seam, but it absorbs the water well from the actual plants and flowers. But here you can see this is where I just added a hinge. So it's just for the hinge, I just used a piece of paper and glued it on either side of the two pages to hinge them together. So I did that all throughout the book. And like I said, the pages are very absorbent, and they flatten the flowers really quite nicely. And so I just added, I have a few in here from last year that I haven't taken out yet. And here you can see how it's hinged. I believe I also used tape in some parts to hinge it as well. And then covered, like I said, covered it with the paper. And it's also a flip-flop journal, so you can flip it the other way and use the back pages as well. So pretty simple. It's really nice because it lays flat again. And this one is kind of the same idea. I just made it out of an old, I believe these were file folders for some sort of business place. I got a bunch of file folders from them, so I just cut them apart and then bound them together. And these ones, I think I just used tape to bind them, and then I covered, I just used masking tape to bind them together, and then just collaged over the pages. So yeah, you can see where I've covered over. So you can't really see the hinging in this one because I did cover it over with other pages and collage. So that's why I didn't care about using the tape, because it was going to be collaged over anyway, so it made it super strong. But I didn't quite finish this one yet, so I'll probably work in it again someday, who knows when. but I'm sure I will finish it off sometime. But yeah, so it works pretty good. And that is that. Easy peasy. You can see the tape there. And that's that journal. And again, it's a flip-flop journal. There's another name for it. I can't remember what it is right now. But this one is a tab journal. So this is my super, super grungy journal. I tried to make it as grungy as I could. Lots of texture and fabric and metal. Here you can see what the tab construction looks like on the spine. And you can see how that allows for expansion in the journal. Actually, these lace pieces that I have on here, at first they weren't cut like they are now. And it was getting really bulky, so I just cut the lace and it allowed it to expand. And I'm just going to leave the lace like that because it's a grunge journal, so it's fine. Adds to the texture, and I like it. Yeah. So hopefully you'll be able to see. Yeah, okay. So here I used, no, that's a flip in, so you can't see it there. Here you can see. So I used mainly muslin, cotton muslin that I cut into strips and grunged up and dyed, and then I glued in, so there's 3 on one page and then 2 on the other. And then on some of these I went over with black masking tape as well on top of the fabric, just because I like the way the black masking tape looks. Here you can see the fabric again. 2 hinges on that one. And then you can't see it on this one because I've got a pocket over it. But here you can see the 3 hinges on that one. More hinges, and then taped again. I love this black masking tape. And here again, 3 hinges. A tip in with the masking tape. Pocket is hiding the hinge in this one as well. And then there I have again the 3 hinges, and they're covering the fabric here. So next I'm just going to show you how I hinged my other journal together like this. But I did both a hinge and a tab for my Alice journal. So I'm going to show you that. And I'm just going to play music to it because I've already explained the process, how it works. So hope you enjoy it.